Jai Shri Ram. I just posted shorts on this concept, the Pygmalion Effect, which simply means that if you praise people honestly, sincere praise, then they will make efforts to live up to it. Right? So you can look up the shorts for the story. Now, I thought it's necessary for me to elaborate on this because actually Pygmalion was the name of a Greek mythological character, a sculptor who sculpted a beautiful girl, fell in love with it, and gods infused life into the sculpture, and he married her and lived happily ever after. And Pygmalion is also the name of a novel written by George Bernard Shaw. Bernard Shaw, who is an Irish writer and polemicist, Polemicist, one who is very fond of stoking controversies in religion and politics. Now, the movie was made, My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady in 1964. It's a Hollywood movie. I remember watching it a couple of times. It's an awesome movie, very enjoyable, and you will also learn how any language can be learnt, mainly English. So the plot is actually very simple. My Fair Lady. It's a lovely movie, very enjoyable. It's a musical actually. So the plot is very simple. There are two professors who meet accidentally in a movie theater after the movie is over and it's raining. The plot is set in England, London perhaps. So there is a girl whose name is Eliza Doolittle, who is a flower girl. She is speaking in a Cockney accent. That's an English accent. So one of the professors makes a bet with the other. Both are phonetics professors, okay. One person, I think the name is Higgins, the other fellow is Pickering. These are the names of the professors. One professor says anyway, I forgot the actor's name. So he says that he can train this girl to speak English like an aristocrat, and she will be able to pass off as a duchess. The other scoffs at this. But then the rest of the story, of course, a lot of masala is there. Finally, this professor trains this girl, and there is a character called Freddy, Freddy, who is actually a spoilt brat belonging to a noble family, English noble family. He falls in love with Eliza Doolittle, and finally he marries her. So, of course, in some movie versions, I believe she preferred to be with Higgins and all that. But then Higgins is a very domineering person. So Eliza was better off marrying this fellow Freddy, who is a spoilt brat, but he truly loved her and he was willing to submit to her benevolent despotism, because Eliza Doolittle is also a very strong character, and she learned how to speak English like an aristocrat. So how to learn English? You will learn that, and you will also enjoy this movie. Please watch the movie My Fair Lady. Jai Shri Ram. That's Pygmalion Effect, by the way. So how can you use it in your real life? See, we have to deal with many people, subordinates, many followers or workers. Always try to find something good about them. Be a good finder. Remember, there is something nice about everyone. So if we can pay close attention, we'll be able to know what is good about them and what they are good at. And if we praise them sincerely, because that is sincere praise. Insincere praise is dangerous. So when you give them sincere praise, very subtly, very nicely, and that too in front of others, they will now make extra attempts to live up to that expectation, and then they will definitely become good human beings, and someday they will love you for it. And that's exactly leadership. That's what leadership is all about. So this is a lovely movie, learning leadership and so many other things. So put the Pygmalion effect into effect in your life. Put it in action in your life. And bolo, Jai Shri Ram.